Hey guys, it's Curtis with KillDevil Theory. We in space.
Yeah,
Apparently, we're disappearing.
right. Disappearing Act. And I'm Deanna. We're from KillDevil Theory. And we're going to be reviewing Metallica's Inner Sandman today.
Da, 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 da.
I'm loving it.
Yeah, definitely one of their bigger songs, right? If not their biggest song. If you go
Show.
by views, I think it's probably their biggest song. Um, this one came out in 91, I think it said, right?
Yes, 91.
91. Yeah, so this was during my formative years, and this song was huge when it came out. I remember it was playing on MTV still, like nonstop on the radio, nonstop. I actually got sick of this song. I wasn't really impressed with it when it came out. I was like, there's nothing too crazy musically going on. And the video I didn't care for. I thought it was okay. I didn't think it was even the best song on that album. But I have to say, after learning it on guitar, because we played it out quite a few times, um, I have more respect for the guitar work in it for sure. I mean, if you're not into using a wah pedal after that playing that solo, you will, whether you want to or not. You're gonna have to get good with the wah pedal. Uh, yeah, Kirk likes the wah pedal, so yeah, but it's a good song. Definitely one of their most popular, and the groove is intense, and I think that's why you hear it at all the football games and everything now these days. So
Yeah, and like Curtis was saying, this song will definitely get everybody jumping. We played earlier years, 2007, 2006, when we first started playing. We played this at a biker party or something, after party?
a German
German
biker
after.
party.
And the bass player that we were playing with at the time had to actually take his bass and like back everybody off me and the keyboard because they were going so crazy when we played this song. So it was a lot of fun. Always a lot of fun when we play this.
He used the bass as like a door and pushed dudes back off of Deanna's keyboard. And I think they spilled about
I
3 gallons
know,
of beer
I
down
know.
your keyboard that
They
night.
almost run my keyboard.
Yeah, those guys get crazy, man. Yeah, we were lucky we didn't have more damage
Yeah.
on that. But
I
yeah.
remember that night they had a DJ that was supposed to go on after us. And they liked us so much that we kept playing, and the guy was out in the parking lot just having a
He threw a
fucking
conniption
outfit.
fit because we cut into his time, huh?
And I don't think he ever got
Yeah.
to
I
go
I
on
didn't know we were
the show
doing that. We didn't do it
anymore.
on
So
purpose.
it's pretty neat
But
to have shows
yeah.
like that, though. We've had a few of those, so
Yeah, you
it's
just
an awesome
spontaneously
experience.
combust into a longer set,
Yeah, yeah.
because the people are feeling it and they tell you to play longer, and then the next dude gets hosed and he's really upset. But yeah, it happens once in a while. But yeah, that was the first time me and Deanna played this song together. She actually sang it, I think. You sang
Yes, I
this one,
did.
right? Yeah, and we played this song out and it went over almost too well. We almost died and lost all our band equipment, but it's okay. It turned out okay. So let's get into it.
I don't know. Maybe Dream Theater got their idea for these walls from this song because you have the little lead in again.
Yeah.
Yeah, from
Yeah.
just the guitar. And then you have the awesome drums coming in.
Yeah, definitely nice intro, and the drum beat is almost tribal. It stands out. It's
Pretty
so
awesome.
tom heavy. Yeah, it's really nice. I don't know, when I first saw this video and I saw the clips, it looked like a bad horror movie wannabe kind of clip, and I was totally unimpressed at the time. I don't know. What about you?
I actually liked it.
Cool.
I didn't see it till about 94, 95, but I liked it.
Yeah, I didn't care for it at
Yeah.
all. I was
Yeah.
like, oh no, not another cheesy horror movie wannabe clip. But yeah, here we are. This build up with the little guitar slides under the chugging of the chords has much more effect when you hear it or play it live than I think it does on the recording for sure.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
that was my favorite part about singing the song and just feeling the atmosphere from all of the like the bass, the drums, the guitar is like just melded together, and it's very pulse popping.
It's kind of a badass
It
build
is
up.
for
Yeah,
sure.
for lack
For
of a
sure.
better word. It's pretty awesome. Yeah, the build up of that riff, those riffs together is pretty cool. This old dude shows up in a lot of videos. I don't know what that's all about.
Is it the same guy in the Nirvana?
The janitor from the Nirvana video is the old dude in the Metallica video. If it is,
Right?
that dude's doing all right.
He is for sure.
That's how you create jobs right there. Maybe it is. Give him a mop. Let's see what he does.
Mop here.
It does look like him.
It does. Kind of a neat effect.
I'll just say that. Dun, 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 dun. These guys are masters of palm muting. It makes such a percussive rhythm. It's really catchy and it's kind of hardcore. Like they stand out from other bands. You can tell them immediately when they do that stuff, when they do some of their palm muting riffs and things like that. You know, like sometimes you'll hear Dream Theater come out and you're like, that's Dream Theater right away, or Iron Maiden and their guitar tones, that's Iron Maiden right away. And then Metallica, that's Metallica right away. And that man, they muffle with their palm muting so hard and it makes it so chunky. They chunky soup of rock music, man. They definitely.
Is that where you picked it up for yourself? Do you like
No, I mean everybody does that.
Yeah.
Yeah, everybody does that. Like every band that you'll ever listen to, they do that, but those guys do it almost to another level. Yeah.
It's like their thing.
It's their thing.
And
they keep those chords cut off and choppy, and it's just real chunk. It's super chunky. It's just chunkier soup than all the other soups. That's all. Yeah. It's a trademark of them.
It's a Campbell's.
Yeah, they Campbell's soup of rock music. Yeah, it's just chunkier than the other bands in some ways. Yeah.
And they're also like a household name too.
Yeah.
For sure, just like Campbell's.
Yeah, for sure. Metallica soup. They should try it. It'd be super chunky. So chunky, you got to cut it.
Don't forget my son to include everyone. I tuck you in, all within, keep you free from sin till the Sandman he comes. Sleep with one eye open, gripping your pillow tight. Exit light, and tonight, take my hand, off to never, never land.
You know what I really like about the vocal is like he does the growl and the smooth like perfectly. Like he would definitely be a masterclass for somebody that wants both of those things. And I'm actually tempted to go back and kind of sing his stuff so I can get more of that raspy smooth, you know, going in and out of it. I think it would really help anybody that's struggling with that.
I'm glad you said that because when I was young and liked a lot of other bands, I wasn't a big Metallica fan. I didn't think he was a very good singer at all. Like to me, it sounds like he's barking more than singing, like you know, kind of thing. He's really good at it,
like the dog pound.
But yeah, I never thought of him as a great singer. But see, that's something I wouldn't think about, is going from the actual vocally vocal to the more rough, raspy barking stuff that he does. You know, and I'm not saying that to be critical. It's just, I know.
Go from clean to raspy like that.
I just
have it smooth.
It's just, you know, you're never gonna think of him like Bruce Dickinson, like with those soaring vocals, soaring highs, and the range and all that. That's what I like.
Well, and this type of music doesn't fit that.
True.
At all.
But he's really good at what he does. He's not Bruce Dickinson, but he's really good at what he does.
For sure.
And but I used to think of him more as barking than singing, and I never had a real high opinion of him as a singer. But what you just said definitely applies, and he's playing guitar at the same
Mhm.
time.
That's hard.
Yeah, the dude's pretty talented. Dare I say underrated? Maybe. I don't know if you can be in Metallica and be underrated, but I've heard a lot of guys talking about his tone and his guitar playing is really good, and he doesn't get much credit for that either. And yeah, I don't know.
It's almost
He might be more
deceitfully.
special than we know.
Yeah, he's almost deceitfully basic,
Okay.
if that makes sense. Does it?
I don't know. You tell me. What does that mean?
So deceitfully, it looks easier than it is.
Okay.
So I'm just saying what you said.
Yeah, you're probably
You're trying to put
absolutely
a foot
right
on it.
there. The dude is doing his barking, his singing, and
Yep.
playing guitar all at the same time.
And
And
he's doing it with pizzazz.
like you
You just
said,
don't notice it.
he's going in
front.
and out of different kinds of
Yep.
voices. Would you say that's
Yep.
kind of impressive? You don't realize all that, right?
Nope.
It just fits the song. Interesting.
Something's wrong, shut the light, maybe not tonight, and the honors the white. Dreams of war, dreams of lies, dreams of dragons fire, and the things that will fight. Yeah.
They have some pretty good harmonies going on this one.
Yeah,
You know, that's really good.
I
Really
can't argue
impressive.
with you there. They're tight.
They are.
Everything's tight. That, like you said, they're not maybe blowing the doors off with complexity, but everything is tight.
Yep.
Even their palm muting is tight. Like they sounded a whole nother level of heavy to me compared to most bands at that time period. Like I know there's other bands that are really heavy too, but their tone, guitar tone and everything together, like sounded a little more dangerous to me at that time, back in the 90s and late 80s, because all that palm muting and everything was so tight, just tight. They're very tight. Yeah, it's
And I think it was like just coming. I mean, I was really young when the 80s went into the 90s, but just thinking about the music that was just saturated in the 80s, it was kind of a nice, fresh thing.
it wasn't hair bandy.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah, it wasn't.
Because you go from here.
Girls.
Yeah, that's awesome.
You know,
so it's
yeah.
almost like a resurrection of hard rock music. right?
Yeah. Honestly, like I wasn't a huge fan. Like some of their songs, it's like I think I told you this one time. They have some excellent songs, but for every really good song Metallica has, I think they have 4 or 5 bad songs that I don't want to listen to at all.
Mhm.
Like for every Creeping Death, there's a whole half an album I couldn't care less for. For every For Whom the Bell Tolls, there's a half an album I couldn't care less to hear again. Just not great. Just doesn't do anything for me.
Yeah.
But they have those gems that are just top
And
notch.
it's not just one hit wonders either.
No,
You know?
well,
So-
if it is, it's a crap ton of one-hit wonders. Yeah. So
Yep.
no, it's not a one-hit.
Yep.
They're not one-hit wonders. No, they've done some excellent music
Yeah.
over decades. It's just, and I suppose every band is that way. For every gem they have, there's 4 or 5 songs that I thought kind of weren't great, and some of them sucked, to be honest. Like they have whole albums. Like I'll skip half the album. Like I don't want to hear any of that, and let's get to the good stuff. And you know, people might disagree. I don't know. What do you guys think? You know, you listen to the full album on Metallica, or you skipped your favorites. Like again, you could do this with every band. You know,
Mhm.
heck, there's even AC/DC songs that I just used to almost worship growing up. That I'll skip certain songs and things, but Metallica had a lot of them I want to skip.
Mhm.
Yeah, to be honest. But then they have those gems, man, that are really good, really good. But that's just me. That's just my thought on that.
And a
Yeah.
lot of them are still mainstream, aren't they? Like you'll hear them at football games and different sporting
Well,
events.
see,
and
that's
stuff.
one thing I think they did. Like, you know, they say Rush Limbaugh was the first conservative talk show host that made it doable for all the guys that followed him, all the hundreds that have made their living at that now after him. Metallica's like the first super heavy band to go ginormous and make it okay to be this heavy, I think, you know, and still be mainstream, so to speak, because there's a lot of other bands that were heavier or just as heavy that you'll never hear about until Metallica happened, you know. And there was other bands too that were big at that time, like Anthrax and Slayer, that were getting big, but I don't think any of them
No.
skyrocketed like Metallica, and they almost made it okay to be this heavy and this hardcore, so to speak, and still be mainstream, get played on the radio, get played at football games, and just get paid a lot of money. You know, I think they were the first one after that, those hair bands, at least that I can think of, that got this big, you know, and made it okay for everybody after them. So in a way, thank God for that, because
they were more mainstream than like Iron Maiden in the early 90s, right? Because you know this history a lot more than I do, but
how would you
just like they
quantify
probably showed up on MTV a lot more.
I don't
Then
know,
you
man.
don't know.
Iron Maiden was ginormous
Were they?
too. I mean, Iron Maiden was ginormous before these guys were ginormous,
Yeah.
you know. But Iron Maiden was more, I don't want to say less heavy. They're less heavy. They're just a different kind of music, you know, like more mainstreamy for the early 80s, you know, and still not the hair bands thing. Like Iron Maiden was a step to Metallica. I don't think you can go from like Kiss and that stuff straight to Metallica.
Metallica,
You
yeah.
had to have bands in between, like Iron
And
Maiden,
Judas Priest
to
and-
get people ready for that, I guess maybe is a way to think of it, you know, because Iron Maiden was pretty heavy too. If
Yeah.
you listen to like Aces High and stuff back in the early 80s, compared to a lot of bands, that was faster, heavier, faster, you know, and Metallica was like, yeah, that's cool. We can do that too, you know? So, yeah, let's get back into it.
Sleep with one eye open, gripping your pillow tight. Exit light into night. Take my hand, off to never, never land.
Ooh, I cut off your solo.
You
I'm
don't ever
sorry.
stop in the middle of a guitar solo. Come on,
I just had to say.
breaking all the rules.
I just had to say they have a bunch of earworms already.
Yeah.
They
They repeat all of these riffs
Yeah.
over and over and over. Even the little bridge, super dissonant chord. I can't remember what chord it was, but it was something like with a diminished in it, and that burn, or it changes up from the original one. But yeah, all of it repeats over and over and over. Yeah.
And they all kind of support each other in the same, like, what do you call it? The same line.
Yeah.
It's just embellished a
And
little bit
I was just
differently
thinking,
here and there.
honestly, musically, there's not a whole lot going on other than the singer singing with a lot of force. I mean, it's just,
I agree.
kind of mediocre music, really. I mean, it's not anything earth shattering. That's why I was surprised when this song blew up like it did. I'm not saying it's bad. And again, I think it's totally different when it's there in your face or you're playing it. And I don't get it, but yeah, it's definitely more powerful than just listening to it on recording, to me, you know.
Feeling it in concert.
And then playing it, you know, gives you a whole nother respect for it. Like that solo, it just sounds like a bunch of noise with the wah pedal, but he's actually doing some stuff, you know, like he's a really good guitar player, and he's doing some stuff that's not all easy in there. Yeah. And like you said, I've never tried to sing it, and I'm sure I could not. So if I tried that, I'd probably have a whole new respect for what he's doing too, you know?
Do you need to back it up a little bit?
Yeah, it's okay.
I didn't kill the groove too much.
No, we'll just march on.
Okay.
I hate to stop it again, but I hear people all the time making fun of Kirk Hammett for using too much wah pedal. And this is one of those solos, the wah pedal's on, you know, probably 80-90% of the time. It's like, I like it, but you know, people make fun of him for using too much wah pedal all the time. I don't know, maybe it's a comfort thing for him, or he just really likes it. I don't know, but he does get into that a lot. And yeah, you'll hear it on a lot of his solos, but I think there's still tasteful solos, you know, but he gets bashed a lot. And then the drummer Lars, he gets bashed all the time. People make fun of his drumming. I don't understand. I don't know. Maybe he's got some bad spots in songs or something. I know the production was a little sketchy on a couple of their early albums, but I think he tears it up sometimes. You know, he's double bassing all day and doing all the stuff I like. So I don't know. These guys catch a lot of crap though because they're so popular, I guess.
Just like our critique with Nirvana, it's like who's made millions of dollars, right?
Yeah, well, they got the billion views,
Yeah,
so I can
exactly.
criticize them all day, but what do I know,
Yeah.
you know?
One of the funnest things and funnest parts in all of music to actually perform it is this little part right here. It gives you so much to do as like a lead singer,
Mm.
as far as like with the audience and stuff, just setting up the stage for that hush little baby, don't you, that little part. I haven't listened to the lyrics in a long time, but
Yeah, yeah.
it's a fun part. You can really get we've always got the audience involved
Yeah.
during this little section. So
I'm sure that's why
It's
they
fun.
built it in there.
Yeah,
It's
it's
a
fun.
change up and it's a easy, it's almost pre-made way to get the audience involved at
Yeah.
a concert.
And it's
for
very
sure.
creative too, because you don't like hear a lot of like spoken parts in songs. And so it's a really cool change up,
Yeah.
you know.
And you know, I've heard a lot of bands do those parts and I hate it.
Do you like it here?
despise it. Yeah. Well, they do a good job of it here, but other bands, it's just like a couple songs Disturbed did. Like he's going from screaming and then he just starts talking and then it's just.
So they didn't execute it as well as Metallica.
I don't think so. I don't think so. And I'm a Disturbed fan, but
Yeah.
no, when he does it, I was like, nah. But this one, it doesn't. It fits the song really well.
Now I lay me down to sleep.
But listen to how low his voice
Pray
is.
the Lord my soul to keep.
Pray the Lord my soul to keep.
It fits the song too, because we're talking about a night.
If I die before
Pray the
There's the
Lord
janitor
my
from
soul
Nirvana
to
again.
pray the Lord my soul to take.
Hush still, baby, don't say a word. And never mind that
I don't know
noise
about
you
the snake
heard.
thing.
It's just the beast under your bed, in your closet, in your head. Exit light, enter.
I don't know, man. The snake thing just seems like cheesy
They're
wannabe
reviving it.
horror movie.
They're reviving it from the 80s.
Ah,
All those hair bands.
that was so lame. Yeah, this almost has a 80s lame video thing.
Right.
Not the song, just the video. I'm not a big fan.
The horror, what was that? The horror decade? They did a bunch of horror films in the 80s.
70s and 80s,
Yep.
a lot of good horror stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, or cheesy horror stuff.
Grain of sand, exit light.
Get to repeat the chorus when you find this part.
Take my hand, rock the never, never land. Yeah, yeah. Yo,
I like how they have the drummer there, like images of him.
Yeah,
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
I like the images of the band
Yeah.
better than trucks hitting beds and kids falling out of windows with snakes crawling all over them. I don't know, man. It's so cheesy to me. And I think they were going for that special effect where it's like blinky all the time, and it just annoys the crap out of me, man. I'm not into it, but
Well, at least we're coming out of like the LSD 60s, 70s.
I don't
music
know.
videos
It
with
feels like
this.
they're trying to do that. You know, it's like, really?
It's more realistic, except for the semi
I'd
running
like-
into your bed.
I'd like to know, people that watch this, the imagery of the video, how much did that sway your opinion of the overall song?
Right.
Is that what a lot of people liked? Is that why this blew up? Because the video, or is it the song? Because if it's the video, y'all messed up, man. Yeah, I don't see it. I don't get it. The song's good. It's solid, but the video's like, I don't know.
The janitor.
The janitor. Again. Okay, final thoughts.
Great song by a great band. Not a one-hit wonder, but multiple wonders. And actually, an interesting story is I'm a registered nurse, and one of my ex-managers, she was married to a orthopedic doctor, and she actually listened to my music, and she said, "You guys sound exactly like Metallica." So it's just like she would have never thought that Curtis or I would like pull off that type of music. So we're like, yeah, that's one of our major influences. So
I was dating another young lady in college before I met you, and her dad heard music I'd been working on. Oh, it sounds like Metallica. I think this is what everybody goes to when they don't know.
it's true.
They don't know anything about rock music. They're like, oh yeah, it sounds like Metallica. It's like, dude, if it sounded like Metallica, I'd be doing a little better, man.
But it's a weird that an orthopedic surgeon would be listening to Metallica.
Is it?
Yes,
What's wrong
for
with that?
sure.
Why is that weird?
Because you would think
That's
that
what
they
anybody should be
you
listening
would
to.
think that they'd be listening to classical music because it's supposed to like suspend your brain and get you to do stuff.
Nah, man, you
better.
want to get pumped up
Right?
when you go in there to replace knees and
That's
and,
true.
and move kidneys and,
true.
and stuff,
But
right?
that
Ultra focused, pumped.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, let's go. Let's do this. Let's go cut this dude open and fix him. You know,
true.
that's just me. I don't
True.
know. That might not be true. Maybe you
That-
do want to relax and everything's fine. Nothing stressful here. You know, I'm just replacing this dude's what hip.
Yeah, hip and knee.
I don't know, man.
But he was notorious for listening to different things, and it was mostly rock music,
Yeah.
even like Led Zeppelin and stuff like that. So it's pretty cool. Pretty cool surgeon.
When I went in for
Haven't
my,
met one like that before.
I got that upper GI done a while back where they sculpt you down your throat and everything was fine. But they were jamming ZZ Top and Van Halen when I passed out.
That's
I
cool.
went out with a smile. They
That's
said,
awesome.
yeah, they had ZZ Top and Van
I
Halen
guess
going.
different generation of surgeons, right?
Yeah, those
They're
guys
kinda
were
like from
little.
the 50s.
Those guys were just a little older than
Yeah.
me, and that helped me actually. I was like, oh, cool,
Yeah.
okay, let's
Kinda
go.
calmed you down before.
Yeah, it was all
Hey,
good.
that's an
anyways.
idea. You could like pick the music that you want them to play before. I mean, you're paying $50,000 for the surgery.
Yeah, maybe
They
they should
should-
play
yeah.
what you want. Yeah,
Exactly.
call my insurance. I need more ZZ Top.
Yep. Yep.
Yep.
Or Iron Maiden, Power Slave.
Yeah. Yep. That's a great idea.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. Well, I always like doing, listening to Metallica songs. Like I said, there's a lot of them I don't care for, but the ones that are good are really, really good. I thought that was a really solid song. I don't know about the video. Love to know what you guys think about that. But yeah, we'll definitely be doing more Metallica stuff. Yeah, that's another band I've heard is Satanic and all that
Yeah.
too. And I
Yeah.
don't see it. I don't see them pushing any of that.
Where's the
I don't
fruit of it, right?
Yeah.
We're supposed to be looking for the fruit of it as Christians, and
Yeah.
I don't see it.
And as people we grow and
Yeah, exactly.
some of these guys might have said stupid stuff
Yep.
when they were 18, 19 and then when they're 57 they're judging them by
Yeah.
it. It's
So
like,
you're like the council culture people. All right,
come on.
bring
Yeah.
it down.
Yeah. So anyways, yeah, it's fun listening to Metallica. We'll see you guys soon with another video. God bless you. And until then, take care of
Listen to some
yourself.
more KDT.
There you go. Yeah. Listen to some more KillDevil Theory. Let us know what you think. You guys take care.
Thanks.
Bye.
Bye.